We'll give it about another minute and a half or so. Give everyone a chance to log on. Awesome. Hi, Patty. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. We'll get started here in a moment. As usual, we'll start standing today, and then we will be making our way back to the chair this afternoon. So you can just have your chair behind you or close by. I'll give it about 30 more seconds, and then we'll get started. All right, so if you're not already on your feet, I'm going to invite you to join me there and we will get started. Welcome to Wellness. I almost said Wednesday. Welcome to Tuesday's Wellness Timeout. We'll go ahead and get started. It's got a nice read to it, right? All right, so we should be standing by now. We're just going to start with a couple deep breaths to help kind of drop us in, detach from whatever else has been happening before you logged on and whatever else you have left to do for the afternoon. So I'm going to invite you to take one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. And we're going to be doing some tempo breathing today. So we're going to be inhaling for 4 counts. I thought it was frozen for a second, holding for 7, and then slowly exhaling for 8. So again, I'm going to count you through the whole thing. We're going to be inhaling for 4. You're going to hold your breath for 7, and then you'll slowly exhale for 8, okay? So we'll just take one normal breath in and out together, and then we'll begin our tempo breathing. So whenever you're ready, nice big inhale through the nose, feeling your belly rise. And audible exhale out through the mouth. And we'll go into our tempo breathing. So you're inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a few more rounds. Inhaling again for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final round. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just return to your natural breathing pattern. Just taking a moment here, noticing how you feel. And then when you feel ready, you can open the eyes if they were closed, release the hands down to the sides, and we'll start to get moving. So we're going to start with some neck circles today. So whenever you're ready, just starting to draw circles with the tip of the nose here. Moving slowly and mindfully, noticing any tension or any strains that arise as you move the head from left to right. And still continuing to breathe deeply here. So maybe not quite so long with your exhale, but keeping that nice, slow breathing into the belly. Exhales just a little bit longer than your inhales, and that's going to help you get back into your parasympathetic nervous system, getting us out of that fight, flight, or freeze mode. The next time your chin comes to your chest, you can switch directions. And just a few more rounds here, staying with your breath. Awesome. When you're ready, you can come back to center, and we'll move the shoulders a little bit. So we'll just start with some shoulder rolls, rolling things back. We'll be rolling off anything you picked up from the day so far. Good. And then as you feel ready, you can step the feet a little bit further apart, a little bit wider than hip width, and we'll add in a little bounce. So you're just going to roll and bounce. We're just starting to get the blood flowing here. Good, and I think most of you have done this with me. This is one of my favorite ways just to, again, get the blood flowing. We're gonna go into our arm circles from here. So keeping that bounce if it feels okay. And after a few times, you can start to find a little bit of a wave here, a bit of a rhythm. And if the bounce is too much, you can just leave the bounce out. It's all good. You can just stick with the arms. Good, and then from here, we'll take hands to the top of the shoulders, and now you're just gonna draw circles with your elbows. So staying with that nice deep belly breath, extended exhale. Good, you can just release, and we'll do the same thing forward. So starting with those shoulder rolls forward. And then as you feel ready, if you're ready, you're gonna add in that bounce. So maybe starting to get a little bit of heat in the shoulders. So staying with the breath. Awesome, as you feel ready, let's go ahead and take it into those arm circles. Oh, I hope you didn't do arms earlier. Good, and then from here, we'll take hands to the shoulders and we'll draw those circles with the elbows. Good, just a few more rounds. Maybe starting to get a little warm here. Beautiful, when you're ready, you can come back to standing and just release the arms down. Beautiful, from here, we'll take an inhale to reach the arms up above the head. Grab a hold of your right wrist, lean off to the left side. I am nearing you. Top arm in line with your ear, just giving a little gentle pull on the wrist here, starting to open up through the side of the waist. Nice deep breaths here into your intercostal muscles, muscles that help us breathe. And then go ahead and release your left arm down. You're just gonna dangle it as you reach your arm up and over. You're gonna start to draw small circles with that hanging arm. So just starting to open up through the shoulder a bit more. So staying with the breath. Good, from here we'll use an inhale to reach that bottom arm up to meet the top hand, grabbing a hold of the wrist one more time, coming back into your side stretch, another breath or two here. Good, and then from here, you're just gonna release your top arm this time, so it's in line with your shoulder, and then you can release your left arm down to the side. Yeah, and you should start to get a nice opening through the right side of the neck. I'm just taking a few breaths here. Beautiful, and then I want you to imagine someone is pulling on your right hand and you're gonna slowly drag your head back to center. Beautiful, you can release that arm down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So inhale to reach both arms up, grab a hold of your left wrist, lean off to the right side, starting to open up through the sides of the waist here. Nice deep breaths. Good, and then from here, dropping the bottom arm, and we'll start to draw those circles here with your right arm. Good, and you can switch directions. I think we might have forgot to do that on the first side. Good, and then when you're ready, you're just gonna bring that bottom arm up, grab a hold of the top wrist again, coming back into your side stretch. Good, and then keeping your head where it's at, you'll release the top arm out to the side and the bottom arm down to the side, making sure that your left arm is in line with your shoulder, starting to open up through the left side of the neck now. Good, and then imagine someone is pulling on your left hand and then slowly dragging your head back to center. Beautiful, and then you can slowly release down. We're gonna go ahead and make our way to our chairs now, but we're gonna have a little bit of fun on the way there. I'm just gonna adjust my camera. So whenever you're ready, come to stand in front of your chair. And we'll use an inhale to reach the arms up. As you do that, raising onto the balls of your feet. Reach, 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 reach as tall as you can, stretching out the whole body here. And then on an exhale, you're gonna send your hips back and down, lower the heels, and you're gonna come into a chair pose. Good, we won't be here too long, just building a little bit of heat, a little bit of strength. Keep pulling the belly button in, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good, you can go ahead and sit all the way down in your chair. Beautiful. From here, you can open up the legs just a little bit wider than hip width. Take your left hand to the inside of your right thigh. You can either grab a hold of your chair, you can stick your hand underneath your thigh, whatever works best for you. When you're ready, we'll use an inhale to reach the right arm up, and then on an exhale, you're going to tip off to the left. So getting in to the low back, this is for the side, but you might feel this a little bit lower down, closer to the low back here. I'm just taking a few breaths. Good. On your next exhale, roll that top shoulder forward. Take a look down at your left thigh. Beautiful. Then inhale, open up, look towards your screen. Coming in a little bit deeper. Good. Exhale to roll that top shoulder forward, and then you're going to release it all the way down, hand to the top of your left thigh, and just push yourself up to seated. Awesome. And then we will switch sides. So now taking the right hand to the inside of your left thigh, again, underneath the thigh, grabbing a hold of the ledge or your chair. We'll use an inhale to reach the left arm up. Exhale to tip off towards the right. Good. And think of really rooting that left hip into your chair. And that'll allow you to get a little bit more into the QLs, a little bit more into the stabilizers in the low back. On your next exhale, roll that top shoulder forward. Take a look down at your thigh. Inhale, open up, look towards your screen or whatever's in front of you. Good, and then we'll roll down one more time. This time releasing that top arm into your thigh, and then you'll just push yourself up to seated. Good, we'll go into a spinal twist next. So sitting up nice and tall with your inhale. And then on an exhale, we're just gonna twist over towards the left. And you can use the arm of your chair here for support. Careful not to lean back. We wanna keep that spine nice and tall. Use an inhale to lengthen, and an exhale to see if you can twist just a little bit deeper. So we're opening up through the chest here, wringing out the internal organs, stretching out the low back. Let's take another breath or two here. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can just gently release, unwind, and come back to center. And we'll switch sides. So inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist, looking over towards the right. Again, be mindful not to lean back here. Opening up through the chest, bringing out your organs. Awesome. When you're ready, you can just gently release and come back to center. We're going to come into a forward fold next. So you have a couple options. You could do this on the floor with your legs extended. You could do this standing, or you could do it on the chair. I'm going to stay on the chair for now, but if you want to do something else, you're more than welcome to. We're just going to start by leading with the chest, almost hinging from the hips. And then as you feel ready, I might lose you a little bit here. We're going to come down. You can take the hands to the floor if it's within your flexibility. I really want you to focus on just relaxing your head, relaxing your neck. Try to keep the shoulders away from your ears so we're not rounding, lengthening here. And then think of sending your breath into your low back. So each time you inhale, you can feel the low back expand. And each time you exhale, you can feel it fall. Beautiful. Just a few more breaths like that. You might notice you can come in a little bit deeper after you exhale. Just another breath or two. On your next inhale, slowly take a spinal roll all the way up to seated. Awesome. When you get there, you can bring the legs a little bit closer together. We'll cross the right ankle over the left knee, coming into our figure 4 stretch. Now, this might be plenty for you. You can use your hand to just gently press your right knee away, keeping this top foot flexed. If you'd like a little bit more, you're going to hinge from your hips, leading with your chest. Oh, yeah. Very tight today. And just start to think of sending your breath into your hips, just like you did when we were breathing into the low back. Good. And again, each time you exhale, you might notice you can come in just a little bit deeper. Now, breathing is a really good way, deep breathing is a good way to send a message to your body and your mind to relax. So especially during your movement sessions, but even just throughout the day, just always coming back to your breathing. As you feel ready, you can come up to seated, and we'll just uncross and switch sides. So left ankle over right knee, keeping your left foot flexed. I really have to think about these directions some days. And then you'll actively press this top knee away. So again, you could stay here. This might be plenty for you. If you'd like a little bit more, you're going to hinge from your hips, leading from your chest, or with your chest. And you might notice a difference between the two sides as well. Just coming back to that breath. Awesome. As you're ready, you can slowly just work your way up to seated. You can uncross, place both feet on the floor. If you're a little bit further back in your chair, I'm going to invite you to scoot forward so that you can feel your feet on the floor. And this is just going to help kind of ground us into our end of our session before you head on to the rest of your afternoon. So we'll take the hands onto the thighs, palms facing down. So get nice and tall, roll the shoulders up, back and down, chest nice and open. Maybe closing the eyes or just finding a soft gaze in front. Just taking a moment here, noticing how you feel, noticing how little it really takes sometimes just to move your energy around and refresh, reset. And we'll just end with a couple of cleansing breaths. So when you're ready, nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And again, inhale. Exhale. And last one, biggest breath of the day, filling up. And exhale, sigh it out, maybe make some noise. Let it all go. Awesome work. That concludes our wellness timeout for this afternoon. I hope that you enjoyed it and you're feeling a little bit more energized for the rest of your day. I will be on vacation next week, but I will be back after that. And I hope you have an awesome week, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Yeah, my pleasure. Oh, no worries. Thank you. Thank you. I will. Thanks, everyone. All right, take care. I'll see you soon, okay?